We've got a few pepper plants that need moving on now. Roots just starting to come out at bottom, but they're quite a good size compared to what they were. So in order to get these plants to grow even bigger and actually start producing some fruit, we need to move them into some bigger pots. But peppers don't like being moved into huge pots all in one go. They prefer to be moved on in stages. So we'll take them from these pots and we'll put them into one of these. This is a 2 litre, so it's going to give it a lot more room to grow and hopefully grow quicker, because peppers need a really long growing season. These peppers will be going into the container garden, but because they're in pots and they're not very big pots and they won't be very heavy, they are susceptible to being blown over by winds. But I've had a little idea of how to stop these from getting blown over and potentially snapping the stems. And we'll get to that when we finish potting these on. I'm just sieving some soil, and the really big lumpy stuff I'm saving into this tub, because this is going to be used to help these peppers grow even better. I'll show you what I'm going to do when we're finished. So we've sieved as compost, we've got as pots, and we've saved that waste for later. So first thing we need to do then is just fill one of these pots up with some compost. Loosely as well, don't firm it down. And you can take it right to the top, because we're doing it loose, and we can press it down below the level of this pot later. And then, as always, same size pot to make your hole. And then we'll get one of these out and take a look at it. So roots perfectly fine on this, so no problems at all, just go straight in the hole. And then we can start and firm it down a little. You can bury pepper plants a little deeper if they're a bit tall. It's not the exact same effect or an instant fix like it would be for a tomato plant, but it is possible to do it, and it helps in the long run as well. So we'll make sure that's in there really nice and firm, and we'll just top it up a little bit and press it down again. And that's one of his plants sorted out. These are the sweet bell pepper. It's called the California Wonder, so it's the really big bell peppers that you buy in your local supermarket. Now we'll do the same again. Root system exactly the same as previous one. So they've done really well in these pots. Now we're going to do 5 of these, so I'll just get on now and finish all 3. So that's all as pepper plants potted on. But as I was saying earlier on, if you just put them in your container garden little pots like this, they could get blown over by wind, and that's going to damage your plant, and you definitely won't have time to grow fresh ones, not with the short season that we get. And we also mentioned that they don't like to be moved on into big pots all in one go. So now we've got them to a 2 litre pot stage, I'm going to do something so that they can stay in these pots but still have the potential to extend the root systems beyond that, so they grow bigger and better and we don't have to move them again through the whole season. I'll show you what that is. If you look at these pots, they've got really big holes in the bottom, and plenty of them as well, which is going to help us with what we're doing next. I've got this old trough and the front's been cut away, and it's also got lots of holes in the bottom, and we've got this tub of lumpier compost that we've just sieved, which we're now going to put in here. And then we'll add a little bit more compost to that, the finer stuff. And to that we'll add some Gromo, a nice amount, and some fish blood and bone. Then we're going to give it a good watering. So now we can get our plants and just pop them in there. And obviously this is now going to serve two purposes for us. We don't have to move this plant out of this pot for the rest of the season, because it's got really big holes in the bottom of this pot, and the roots are going to grow through and into this compost layer that we've put underneath that's full of nutrients. So bigger root systems mean bigger plants. And also, once we put them all in and bed those down, the wind can't blow them over either, and you've got all your peppers all in one area, completely safe for the rest of the season, and with that extra layer of compost and nutrients at the bottom for the roots to grow into, which if you just put the pot on the container garden area, it's stone. So once the roots come out of the bottoms of these pots, they've got nowhere else to go, but now they have. And some of you might be thinking, well, why not just fill a big container with compost and plant them in like that? Because when it comes to end of season and it's autumn, we can just take these plants, twist them to break the roots at the bottom, take them out, and then we can overwinter them for next year. And then you'll already have nice big fully established plants at the beginning of spring, rather than starting from scratch again with these little things that you have to start from seed. You'll have a jump on season already. So now we'll just give these a little bit of a watering as well, and we'll give them a little top dressing as well. This is slow release fertiliser. So now they've got nourishment at both sides. And that's your pepper plants now set up for the entire season. If you want to see how these pepper plants get on in that container garden as we're going through season, then just hit that subscribe button and press that notifications bell, and we'll see you on next update. You all take care. Thank you.